relationship with use case diagrams and the sequence diagrams. So, overview, the introduction to UML. UML means UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. In that, use case diagrams we are going to see, and then sequence diagram also we are going to see. So, Unified Modeling Language means it is a partial graphical representation of the model of a system. If you develop any system, if you develop any system, that system is going to be a visually represented through this UML diagrams. Using this UML diagrams, that is system under design, implementation, or already existing phase. For example, nodes and edge paths having contains type of diagram define graphical symbols shown on the diagram, class for class diagram, actors and the use case in the use case diagram. Use cases, list of actions are even defining the interaction between role and the systems. The actor can be human, external system, or time. Define mission and the stakeholders goals. For example, student take admission and attend the class, pay fees. These are all the use cases. That means process of the system. Next one is use case diagrams. So it consists of user interactions with the system that shows the relationship between the users and different use case in which the user is involved. So user involves register a class, pay fees, attend class. This one actor involves three different use cases. Relationship with use case diagrams and the sequence diagrams. Next one is use case diagram for restaurant. So restaurant concept, they can develop a use case diagram. So for example, waiter, client, cashier, chef. These are four users, four actors available here. If customer if client is entered into the restaurant, the client is, what are the process going to be ordered means, first order food, next one is heat food, next one is pay for the food. That is client process. And then waiter is going to be receive order from the client. Next one is after what the food is, which food is ordered the client, that food is going to be served through this waiter. Next the waiter is going to be served in. Next one is after waiter is maybe pay for the food. After cashier accept the payment from the waiter or client. So use case diagram advantages. List of the goal names, provide some of what the system will offer. Also provide project planning skeleton. The extension conditions of each use case provide a framework. The full use case set shows the investigators have thought through every user needs, every goals they have with respective to the system, and every business variant involved. These are all the advantages. Full view we can see that particular system. The same way project planning skeleton view they can show, and then visual representation we can able to understand easily through that particular system. These are all the advantages of going to see. So Unified Modeling Language means it is a partial graphical representation of the model of a system. If you develop any system, if you develop any system, that system is going to be a visually represented through this UML diagrams. Using this UML diagrams, that is system use case. Next one is sequence diagram. The sequence diagram is an interaction. The diagram shows how the process operate with one another and in what order. Next one is the sequence diagram shows object interaction arranged in the time sequence. Next, the sequence diagram sometimes called event diagrams or event scenarios. Sequence diagram sometimes called event diagrams or event scenarios. The sequence diagrams is interaction between what are the interaction going to be done through between two actors, between two process, like that. What order, one by one. So step by step the time sequence is going to be maintained here. So this is the example of sequence diagram for email service. If you send email through computer without server, without online, we cannot able to send the email. So we have to first in computer itself check the email. After send unsend email, send the unsend email that through server. After a new email, if the server get response, if we send means download that email, otherwise delete that old email. So step by step process going to be done through this sequence diagram. It will be able to show how the instructions going to through the server and the computer. So next one is sequence diagram. Here the same sequence diagram, how they can explain through this diagram. The concept is class and the object diagram provide a static view of the system. We are modeling. In many cases that this is not sufficient for us to truly understand how class interact or how the system must respond to varied runtime states. Therefore, UML introduces four types of dynamic diagrams, that is sequence diagram, collaboration diagram, state diagram and activity diagram, collectively known as behavioral diagram. These are all the four behavioral diagram. How to make sequence diagram? Step by step they've given. Pick a scenario that you want to model. Next one is scenario means one by one. Write a step, then try to identify the objects that will be involved in the scenario. Line them across the top in approximate order. They are listed in order that they are used for the scenario. Draw dotted lines down indicating lifelines. Identify the first event. Next, draw a horizontal arrow from the object that sends a message to the object that receives it. Identify the name, event and object involved. Redo the steps 6 and 7 until the diagram is complete. Use cases. List of actions are even defining the interaction between role and systems. The actor can be human, external system or time. Define mission and stakeholders goals. For example, student take admission and attend the class, pay fees. These are all the use cases. That means process of the system. Benefits of the sequence diagram. UML sequence diagram help you to envision what will happen during the execution of use case. What will happen, we can able to know it. They are great to help developers and business analysts get to a common